responsibility, if any, do you think the state attorney should do to maybe provide services or do something? But I mean, if a kid's getting in trouble at 9, something's wrong. Like something has to be wrong.
Yeah, if they continue to go through the system. So you touched on a lot of things there. One is that some people that are 16 or 17 years old can commit, terrible crimes and have to, face the consequences. Like you said, someone, 17, 18 years old. Another issue that I see happen. So let's step back for a moment. This is a systemic issue that we have with our justice system right now. It was designed a long time ago when Broward County was different, Florida was different. Florida's changed, Broward County has changed immensely, but our system is still the same. And so what we see oftentimes is, and this is what I think is part of what's called the school to prison pipeline, is that juveniles get arrested and charged for severe crimes. Violent crimes, they might not start out that way. They start out, less serious or whatever it may be. But they get arrested, they get detained for maybe 21 days, and then they're released to go home. And then they pick up another charge. And then the same thing happens. And there's, the system was designed where these cases are resolved more quickly, and there's more resources, and there's more officers that supervise them. But right now, there isn't enough. They don't get paid enough. They don't stay long enough supervising the children. So what you're seeing happening is that juveniles are picking up charges, doing their short amount of time, getting released to home confinement, picking up more charges, okay? Then they turn 18, and they pick up their next charge. And all those charges from when they were juvenile come with them, and now they're facing, years and years in prison. And they had no idea that what they were doing was going to result in those consequences.
Right.
And now they're like, oh, wait a minute. Now I'm in adult court, and now I got all these charges, and the bottom of my guidelines are, 20 years in prison. Yeah. And at that point, it's, what can you do at that point? It's hard to, to resolve that.
We need to do something though, and I'm not sure exactly what that
Absolutely.
is. And
so one of the things that I want to do, that I'd like to try, is come up with a program where we could address these types of issues, where people might be prone to commit serious crimes, but prevent them from committing the crimes. Mm-hmm. So studies have shown that youth that have been victims of violent crime or have been witnesses to violent crime, they then carry weapons to protect themselves because
right.
they saw what's happened. And then what happens is they get into a situation and they use that weapon, and then they're charged with a serious violent crime. So I'd like to create a program with other groups, with other community stakeholders, with the Department of Corrections, with social workers, maybe with people that have been in the system, mm-hmm. and then identify children or youth that have been victims of violent crimes or have been witnesses to violent crimes, and get them counseling from people who have also been there and other people in the community. Yes. And maybe we can get to them before they commit the crime.
Because